girl HeyParis here, and today I'm really excited to bring you guys a new segment here on HeyParis. I've been working on this for a while, so I'm really excited to hear your feedback, and I couldn't think of a name of this segment, to be honest with you, so it's just called Storytime for now. But if you have any suggestions or ideas on what I can call this, please leave it in the comment section down below or DM me on Instagram. I would love to hear your feedback and your thoughts on not only the segment, but any ideas that you have for the name of this new segment. So today, 4 of my close friends will be telling you guys how they lost their virginities. Now, in these segments, we're gonna have different topics and different people telling their stories. And although I'm not featured in today's segment, I will be featured in future segments. So definitely turn on your post notifications to be notified for new segments. But I'll be giving you guys more information on this new segment and how you can be a part of it at the end of this video. But until then, I would love for you guys to meet my good friend Johnny.
Hi, my name is Johnny, and I'm here to talk about the first time I lost my virginity. 07. Lunchtime comes around, you know, I didn't bring food to school, so what I had to do, I had to go home. So make my way home, get in the house. I didn't think nobody was home because I usually come home. I have an older brother, younger sister, nobody's available. Everybody's at schools, allegedly. Get in the house, and I started hearing some sounds, you know, as I'm chilling in the kitchen. So I'm like, what's going on right now? So I go downstairs, you know, I'm on my Inspector Gadget, creeping down the stairs, and I listen. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's going down right now. As I'm standing there listening, boom, my bro opens the door. I guess he's taking an intermission. I don't know what happened. What's going on in there? He was just like, go find out. So I'm like, I bet. Let me go see what's good. But I was kind of shaking it because I was like, I'm about to see something I ain't never seen before, you know? Like, this is when I was in middle school. Like, you know, I was getting it in, but like, was not getting it in, evidently. So there's a shorty sitting on the bed. She kind of had like the covers like just above her, you know? So she's lying, she's just peeping out her head and thing, you know, trying to make it look like she wasn't really doing nothing, you know? So I was like, oh, that's how you feel, because she whipped it open. Everything felt like it was going in slow motion. I was like, oh my God. She whipped it up in slow motion. She was like, come sit down on the bed. You know, I peeped around. I was like, oh, okay, boom. Made eye contact with the Jimmies. If anything goes down, at least I know where I'm going first, you know? So now I'm sitting on the bed. She's talking to me. She was like, I'm trying to get to know you. She was like, oh, I want you to... So, and then she starts saying, you know, like, rubbing my... Start playing with it, whatever, and yeah, I ended up losing my virginity to my older bro's random thing. But yeah, that's how I lost my virginity, and yeah, 07 was a good time for your boy. It was a great time, actually. Once again, name is Johnny, aka Goldie Glock. That's GOLDIGLOCK. You can peep me on Twitter, peep me on Instagram, make music too, so follow me, keep updated with what I'm doing. Yes, sir.
Hi guys, my name is Shiv. When I lost my virginity, so my boyfriend at the time, he was having a New Year's party that night at his house. When I got there was a Ray and Nephew, and if you guys know Ray and Nephew, you know that's 67% alcohol, and 67% alcohol plus someone who doesn't drink, plus drinking on an empty stomach was just a recipe for disaster. So I got there at 11:30, and when I tell you I didn't even make the countdown, I was upstairs by, I think 11:50 or so, like right before the countdown. My ex had to bring me upstairs because I was completely done. And then from there, the night was a complete blur. When we woke up the next day, I was asking him, you know, like, what happened? So he was telling me, you know, what, you know, I threw up, I did this, did that, or, you know, whatever, drunk, I blacked out. And then he just busted, he's like, I think we also had sex. And I was like, Like, say what? He wasn't sure, and then I kind of knew because I remembered flashbacks, but he wasn't sure also. And then we were looking around the room and we seen a condom wrapper, but we couldn't find the condom. So we're here trying to play Blue's Clues, trying to piece together what happened that night. And he had a better memory than me, but he was still pretty messed up too. I mean, to be honest, to this day, it's still not confirmed what exactly happened that night. Well, we kind of just assumed that we did have sex that night, but to be honest, I have absolutely no idea. So I ended up sleeping over his house the next day again. And because it was so up in the air if we even did anything, I think by that point I was just like, well, now I'm curious, like, you know, like now we kind of think that we did, there's evidence that we did, but we both don't really know if we actually did. So the next day, or that same night, we were laying down and I was just like, I looked at him and I'm just like, I'm ready. long story short, we did the do that night. Do I regret it? No, I don't. I'm actually happy that I lost it to the person I did. Make sure whoever it is that you guys decide to give your virginity to, make sure it's someone that you're not going to regret the experience later on down the line. Or better yet, wait till marriage, if you can. If you can, that's great. Most people aren't. That's why I'm telling you this. But if you are one of those who can, don't make anyone else sway you to do anything else. You know what you want to do, so stick to it. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. My Instagram is Shiv with 3 V's, CHIVVV. My YouTube is Shiv Got Curls. And I haven't posted in a while, but I will be posting soon. So make sure you guys follow me on that as well. Bye.
Is y'all ready? What's going on, guys? I go by Manny. Today, I'm going to tell you guys how I lost my virginity. So this happened about 10 years ago. I was dating this one girl for a bit, for a few months, and she had like her best friends, right? After me and her broke up, one of her best friends tried to talk to me. I know that may sound like, a little suspicious, but it is what it is when you're, younger at the time. So then we ended up hanging out once. She was getting a little touchy-feely with me. I'm like, okay, I see the type of energy that you're on right now, so I understand what you're trying to do. So we didn't do anything this time at all. I just came over to her crib and we just chilling. So the next time we hung out, this was at my place. At this time, I haven't lost my virginity at all. I don't know what to expect. I didn't even know how to spark this to even start to have sex, I didn't know what to do. But I had my condoms ready for anything. You have to be strapped up. You have to be ready. Anytime in life, have it. You have it in your wallet, because anything can happen out there. So I have my condoms with me. She came over. We're just hanging out, watching a movie. Things lead to another thing, if you get what I mean. So we're kissing and stuff on my couch. We're getting a little touchy-feely or whatnot. And then she whispered in my ear. She's like, do you have a condom? I'm like, hell yeah, I have a condom. What? But then I was like, yo, she might be experienced because she's older than me. I have no experience, and I can't tell her like, yo, I'm a virgin, because she'd be like, what the heck? So I went in my room, grabbed the condom, came back out. We backed up on the couch, continue on making out. Something's getting a little bit excited, if you know what I mean. She's pretty much pulling down my pants, and my thing is like, it's out there. I put the Jimmy on, or if you guys don't know what the Jimmy on, it's a condom. I put the condom on, and she comes on top of me, and then we started, that motion, the up and down motion, you know what I mean? And yo, I lasted for a good 2 minutes. Oh, no, I lasted for like 5 minutes. Bruh. We were just going in that one position on my mom's white pearl couch. And when I tell you, I felt like the man after this. I'm like, yo, this is what sex is? I want to do this more often. What? Obviously, she wasn't satisfied because it was only 5 minutes. But I was, because I lost my virginity, I felt like the man. Yeah, so she got off. Oh, before she got off, when I was a little shaky a bit. I was like, yo, what the hell is really going on? It felt like something just moving all in my body, and I'm just like, yo, what is this feeling? I felt like the man after I lost my virginity. I'm like, yes, and plus to an older woman as well. I was like, yo, what? Yeah, well, that was my story of how I lost my virginity, guys. My Instagram is, it's Manny, ITSMANNYY __. Alright guys, out.
Hi everyone, my name is Parise, but I go by Candy, and today I will be sharing with you the story of how I lost my virginity. When I lost my virginity, I actually didn't know a lot or anything at all about sex. All the information I got, I pretty much got from my friends. So yeah. So pretty much I was at a party one day with my friends. One night with my friends. And this one guy kept on tapping my shoulder and kept on calling me back to come dance. At the end of the night, we were talking a little bit, told me his name. He told me he wanted to hang out one-on-one, and as there's a God in heaven, I honestly thought that me and him were just going to hang out. I noticed that there was nobody home, but I didn't really think anything of it because, as I said, I was very naive back then. So I was like, okay, cool. He's like, okay, let's go to my room. I was like, okay, all right, sure, why not? We go upstairs, we're sitting on the bed, just talking. And then like he starts kissing me, so I was like, okay, cool, whatever, because I've kissed him before. And then he leaned over and he started kissing me, and I guess like he kind of just like kept on pushing. And then like eventually I was laying down, so I guess he was kind of like on top of me when he was kissing me. And then I wasn't expecting it because, as I said, this was my first time. He literally was like just one pulled down my pants and my underwear. At the time, like I was completely oblivious to what was gonna happen. So when he pulled off my pants and my underwear, like I kind of knew that's where it was headed at that point, but because I didn't expect it from the beginning, I was kind of just shocked. And not only was I shocked, but I was embarrassed because that's the first time a guy had ever seen me like naked before. So at this point, I'm fully naked, he gets fully naked. Now mind you, this was also my first time ever seeing a penis. So when I saw it, I was like, ugh, like what is that? Where are you gonna, who are you touching with that? Like I don't know, like I was just so like disgusted by it. I think before we actually started having before we started having sex, he was like, can you give me a hand? I was like, what? I was so confused. And we proceeded to have intercourse, and like I've always heard people talk about like, oh my gosh, it is so painful. And honestly, for me, it really actually was very painful. I did not enjoy it at all. It was just very awkward. I felt awkward. I don't know how he felt. The next part of the story is actually kind of very embarrassing. In my head, if I'm hanging out with somebody and if I'm kissing with somebody and if I had sex with somebody, in my head, that's my boyfriend. In my head, that's my man. After we had sex, he stopped messaging me, stopped talking to me. I think I messaged him one day and I was like, oh, you know, like I feel very used because I feel like after I had sex with you, you seem to not want to be my boyfriend anymore. Or I said something and he was like, oh, I'm not your boyfriend. We're just friends. We're just hanging out, blah, blah, blah. And I remember I was so mad and so embarrassed. And I think the only person who I've ever really told that to is my friend. If you're watching this, let this be a cautionary tale, especially if you are still a virgin. Be so careful who you lose your virginity to, because I feel like him saying that made me feel so bad about myself. And then on top of that too, I think he blocked me on Facebook. That's pretty much my story. My Instagram is Candy Lavish, Candy with a K. And thanks for listening.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'm really excited to hear your feedback. So leave a comment down below or DM me on Instagram or send me an email. All of that will be in the description box down below, along with everyone who participated in today's segment. Their social medias will also be in the description box down below. Go show them some love because I'm sure it was not easy for them to share these stories. And while I'm on that topic, thank you guys so much for participating, all of my friends. Siobhan, Parease, Johnny, Manny, love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this first segment. And I know it takes bravery to tell these stories. And to my viewers, please keep in mind that these are all of their unique individual stories. And it's hard to come on the internet and tell a story like this. So I just appreciate you guys so much. And I just ask my viewers to please be nice, please be kind, and understand that it takes courage and bravery to sit on the internet and tell hundreds of thousands of people about how you lost your virginity. Like, I applaud all of you guys for being open and honest and speaking your truth. And that's why I love you guys so much. And that's why I chose you guys to be a part of this specific segment, because you guys are just like top 4 of the realest people I know. And I appreciate and love you guys. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that, but like, it takes bravery to sit here and tell a story like that. It really does. So I ask you guys to just please be kind and understand that these are just real life stories of how people lost their virginity, and everyone's story is different. And not everyone's story is gonna be a fairy tale story where they lost their virginity, fell in love, got married, made kids. Like, it's not always gonna be like that. And I just hope you guys keep that in mind and just show them some love. Now, a little bit more information on this segment. Again, we don't have a name for the segment, but we'll figure it out in the near future. But I will be featured in future segments, and I'll be telling my story, and you guys will actually have the opportunity to give your suggestions on topics. So for instance, how I lost my virginity. Everyone has a how I lost my virginity story if they lost their virginity, my first fight, my first breakup, stuff like that, things of that nature, my first racist encounters, stuff like that. Those other topics and stories that we'll be talking about with different people and myself included. So if you have any topic suggestions, you can email me with the subject line Storytime Topic Suggestion. Again, the email is in the description box down below. And this will also be open to the public. So not only my friends and family will be included in this, but in the near future, I will be letting you guys know how my Toronto subscribers can also be a part of these type of story times. So make sure you follow me on Instagram to get more information on that as soon as I get everything on lock for you guys. I'm really, really excited to hear your stories, and I'm really, really excited to see and meet you guys in person when this time comes. Like, beyond excited. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I love you guys so much. I'm sorry I've been away for such a long time. I took a little break, but I am back, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow with a new video. If you're open to it, leave your story on how you lost your virginity in the comment section down below so I can read it. I would be so interested in seeing some of your stories. If you're comfortable, leave in the comment section down below so I can get the tea. What is it? What is this one here sticking up right? What is you doing? Anyways, love you guys so much. Don't gotta tell you twice, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye, guys.
Hey Paris, hey Paris.